Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Pharmacypedia. Today we are going to discuss a topic from the subject packaging and labeling, that is defects in pharmaceutical packaging. So let us start. Patient safety is a primary concern for all those who are involved in developing, packaging and their handling. Recurrent issues around the product quality have been reported with disputes between pharmaceutical manufacturers and packaging suppliers. There are many factors that contribute to product quality, including particles, extractables, and human factors. Yet, primary packaging defects are the most frequently cited causes. So, you can understand packaging defects are one of the most cause of concern in today's scenario. Packaging is very important till the product reaches to the consumer and so we need to understand and realize the criticalness of packaging defects so that they can be resolved. Now, these defects are being classified differently on global scales from company to company, creating major discrepancies within the pharmaceutical industry during quality decision making process. So, there is a clear need to identify and classify standard defects on a more uniform basis. In pharmaceutical packaging, different sorts of material are being used, ranging from glass, plastics, aluminium, metals, etc. So, the defects concerned with each of the different metals, each of the different plastic is different. So we need to understand the type of the packaging, the type of the material used in the packaging, so that the defects can be analyzed and they can be resolved. On the basis of classification of the functionality, defects in the packaging can be classified into three categories. First is the class A, that comprises of the critical defects that are not acceptable at all. Class B comprises of the major defects, those considered on the borderline. And class C comprises of the minor defects that are not actually affecting the functionality but affecting the appealing factor. So let us discuss them in detail one by one. So first, that is the class A critical defects. Critical defects are those which prevent a package from performing its intended function of protecting its content. It also prevents from compliance of regulatory region that causes hazards in handling or disposal. The acceptance quality level for critical defects is 0. That is, the container or the closure has to be rejected. So you can understand the significance of the class A defects. Class A defects are not at all acceptable since they are having the acceptance quality level that is 0. So they need to be rejected at any time point. Examples of class A defects are like cracked glass bottles, fractures in the can, puncture in the pouch, or like missing liner in the closure. These defects are not at all acceptable and they need to be rejected at the same time point. Next class, that is the class B, is the major defects. Major defects are those which causes the borderline functionality in a package. It reduces the identity of a packaging system by virtue of graphic defects. The acceptance quality level for major defects is 0.15 to 1.50. So the major defects are those defects which are on the borderline of the functionality in a package. That is, they are equally critical and at the borderline. Although not able to affect the functionality to the total extent, but they are considered into the category of the major defects. The examples of major defects are missing color in lithography, cartons out of square, heat seal is too narrow, or the blotted printing in the aluminium foil. Next, we move on to the class C, minor defects. As the name suggests, minor defects. These are those defects which impair the appearance but not the function of the package. So it is actually impairing the appearance but not the functionality. These defects are also called as the appearance defects. The acceptance quality level for minor defects is 4 to 6.5. The examples of minor defects are like stones or air bubbles in glass bottles, small dents and scratches on can, cap color is of standard, printing out of register, scratching on the aluminium foil, or even uneven outer surface of a bottle. So you can understand that the seriousness of the defects. Both the above class A and class B was affecting the functionality, but class C is not affecting the functionality, but it is impairing the appearance. So the product can be used, but it won't be appealing to the consumer. So now let us discuss few of the defects in each kind of the dosage form. Since each type of the dosage form has different packaging, and depending on the requirements, depending on the availability and many other factors. So let us first discuss about the solid dosage forms. Solid dosage forms like tablets, capsules, pills are generally packed in blister packs and strip packs. The most common defects observed in this class are as following, like seal defects. The packaging is not sealed properly, or like pinholes, there are gaps, blocking, or the embedded foreign matter while it is being packed out, some foreign matter gets entrapped, or like scratches on the lamination, it is not smooth, it is not clear, it is not clean, or like molding lines are visible on the packing. So these are the some of the defects which are noticed on the solid dosage forms. Then the main causes for such kind of the defects are like joint or material failures are potential problems. The material which is at the joining part is actually causing the potential problem, like sealing is not done properly, or like lamination is not covered properly, or if the packaging material is not sufficiently strong, then failure can occur as a collapse, rupture, tear, or crack. Like joining material, if it is not strong, it due to the shipment hurdles, or like due to any sort of the currents or waves, the packing can be opened up easily. If it is not of carrying sufficient strength, or the closures are also responsible for packaging defects. So if the closure quality is not of the up to standard level, then they can have the closure failure system, or sometimes the packaging materials are not correctly set up, thereby producing thousands of out of specifications packaging. If the packaging material is not up to standard quality, or like even if the closure, or the primary packaging or secondary packaging, it is not up to the expectations, or it is ranging out of the specification, then again it is the main cause for the defects. Next, we are going to discuss the defects in the liquid products. Liquid preparations such as emulsions, suspensions, solutions, syrups are generally dispensed in bottles which are prepared by glass or plastics. Now, the defects which are generally observed in such kind of the systems are like chipped surfaces, bulge spike, blotting, or like missing liners, or like crack defects in the liquid product. Next, we are going to discuss the defects in the sterile products. Some common defects which are being observed in the pharmaceutical vials, ampoules, intravenous bags, pouches, etc. are like delamination, incomplete seal, crooked seal abrasion, contamination, hot fold sealing, chipped surface defects in sterile products. So you can understand sterile products should have the best packing. Why? And any sort of the contamination is directly going to enter the intravenous system, so it is not acceptable at all. So like problem, even after so much of analysis and after so much of the packaging selection, there are different kinds of the packing which are having contamination. So nowadays blow fill seal technology, or like immediately packing technologies are being preferred over the other conventional method to avoid such kinds of the packing defects. Now, there are certain acceptance criteria for these defects. For example, the class A defect may make a package unacceptable on subjective matter. It has been decided whether content is accepted or to be rejected. They have to be rejected. Then class B defects has demerits of 2 points. Class C defects has a demerits of 5 points. And there is acceptance of container of total 10 points, and disqualifying the container on the basis of attributes, and variable attributes are whether they are of up to date specifications or not. For example, the blister packaging. The critical defects observed may be like crack or holes on the blisters, or wall thickness is not up to the desired thickness. Or major defect is like embedded foreign matter, or like discoloration and visual defects. Minor defects would range into the like mold linings and drawing lines. Aluminium foil critical defects are like missing sealing layers, damaged core. Major defects lies in like width variation or poor resistance. Minor defects lies like scratches on the lamination, bread over surface of foil, or like sealing is not properly done. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope I am clear with the defects of the packaging system. Please do like, share, and comment on my videos. Thank you so much.